Well, we'll move on and we'll go by the table. So next up, France. Matt, we'll look to you again there. They got that win against England. What a way to finish their championship. A couple of weeks ago, they were in crisis. Now they finished second. Are they still in inverted commas a crisis, Matt? I think that's pretty harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they're by no means near their best this tournament. We saw that in Marseille. No one picked 5 tries to 1 to Ireland. They should have lost to Scotland, and they should have lost to Italy. So they probably escaped a disaster.
Does he keep his job, Matt?
I don't think. Sorry, I know that I think he'll keep his job, especially with they did. It's the old story, mate. They should have, but they didn't. They did win, and they just got the draw, and then they played well on Saturday. It was a good game. France-England was one of the better games of the tournament, and they got away with it. Tomo Ramos kicked a great penalty late in the game to win the game. Interestingly, from a similar position where Jack's been missing some of his, a long way out but straight in front. They're the ones we need Jack Crowley to put over. But I think wiser heads will prevail. This is to throw away a great coach like Galtier. Remember, this side's played exceptionally well under Galtier for 4 seasons. Won championships before they lost to South Africa, 19 games in a row at home. Just really and really playing quality rugby. Plus, he was minus his 2 best players. I think wiser heads will prevail, and Fabian will remain. I certainly hope he does.
Are we too harsh on him, Matt?
Yeah, I think so, Stu, for sure. I think this comes back to Alan's point. We can make comment that the team's not playing well, whether it's France or Ireland, and that's factual. But to say it's not good enough in Ireland's case was ridiculous, and to say we need to sack the coach and start again after they've done so well, and knowing that he lost the best player in the world and one of the best 10s in the world, I think is an overreaction. And while the media here carries on with that, and that can be France. They either love you or hate you. You win, you're a hero. You lose, you're a mug. I think wiser heads will prevail, and the national side will continue on. I think if they do continue on, they will have some more success. Ireland will have them at home next year, which will be a plus. But I don't think France in the near future are going to be easy.
Yeah, they certainly have plenty of depth there, like George Henry Calum and Mathieu Fanu as well. If we move on to England, finish third in the championship, they'll be gutted by that defeat. But that performance against Ireland, which we've talked about, well, we weren't surprised. Maybe taking it back, is that the right words? But do you see them still evolving this game plan?
Yeah,
over the next 12 months?
They'll certainly be a lot more enthusiastic, and there's a lot more promise around this team, I think. After those performances in the last 2 weeks, obviously losing to France so narrowly with the penalty at the end of the game.
What did you make of Steve Borthwick saying they didn't lose, they just ran out of time?
Yeah.
Do you like that one, Quinny? Did you?
It's a good one, actually, isn't it? I didn't hear him say that. They ran out of time.
Ran out of time. Oh.
Ran out of time, exactly. Yeah, I think they were very brave in their approach, and they got some great tries. Marcus Smith's try was superb. Ben Earl again was very good. He was the one who gave away the penalty at the end of the game. There was some debate about that. I think it was a penalty.
It was.
Yeah, I just think there's not enough of a rap for me. And I highlighted Jack Conan's one the week before, and a lot of people that goes over their head. Jack Conan could have broke his neck from the tackle from Ben Earl the week before. So if you're in tackling in that kind of technique, it's the chop tackle type scenario. Some of them you're going to get right and you're going to get more of a rap. I think people were saying there could have been other ones in the game as well, but the one that got picked, sometimes a referee will let a few 50-50s of those and they see a bit of an arm. But I just think it was a pity, because I thought England deserved to win that game in the end. The way they fought back and the way they played, they were brave. And we've seen a different sort of enthusiasm from them in the last few weeks. I go back to Scotland and Murrayfield, they're chasing a game at 9 points down 10 minutes to go and they're box kicking, So it's a mentality shift. It's going to take some time. We saw Ireland a couple of years ago change their approach around attack and start getting some good tries, and it was a catalyst for a lot of foundations and improvements in attack. So I think England will. So I think they've, to win 3 games out of 5 is still not a great return for an English side. The last couple of years, it's better than the last few years because it's only been 2 out of 5 on a couple of occasions. So, but they were much better, and I think I'd be more enthusiastic if I was an English rugby fan. And I think we've said it, a lot of us, that they're capable of playing so much better rugby than what we've seen.